Whoa! Oh, crap! I'm recording? Oh, hey, that's what I've been doing besides making videos. So, I didn't really know where to go for my top 5 favorite Sonic games. It was one of the bigger lists I planned for this channel. So I was thinking to do another big countdown or a smaller one that has to do with a certain game, or maybe do some top 5s again. But then I actually got a recommendation to do a top 10 on this pink puffball. Well, alright then. I love Kirby. His games are some of the most fun games I've ever played, and a big part of the fun factor comes from the copy abilities. There are a lot of copy abilities, and now it's time for me to tell you which ones are my favorites. This will be judged on how useful and how fun they are. The only rule of this list is that there will be no super abilities, because that would pretty much be cheating. But enough with this intro. It's time for the list. And there I go, breaking the fourth wall again. Kicking off this list is the Native American bird ability, Wing. This ability lets you shoot little feathers and give you diving attacks, whether it be to the side or from above. Diving attacks are very strong and can really mow through the enemies and some of the boss's health. But the biggest thing that this ability adds is the upgraded flight. On his own, Kirby can fly infinitely, but the Wing lets him fly even faster and still infinitely. This is the main reason this made the list. Back in the day, I knew someone that I could never beat at Gourmet Race. This is where I learned how fast the Wing's flight speed is, and that's the main reason why it's on the list. It's not that good of an ability, but with the personal connection I have, I just had to put it up here. So, Wing, a very underrated ability, and I welcome it. Burn, baby, burn. Sorry about that. But fire adds a sense of power to me. You can go at awesome speeds, and all your fire attacks are amazing. You shoot a freaking flamethrower out of your mouth. If that's not awesome, I don't know what is. This ability gives a sense of power, lets you burn enemies to the ground, and it's an overall great ability. Plus, you can fly through the skies as a meteor. A flippin' flaming meteor. You know you love it. Running around at the speed of sound. Well, more like rolling. Wheel is one of the more fun abilities. There's not much to it really. Heck, all you do is roll like a wheel. Yeah, that's it. Just one attack. But you know what? I have too much fun in the levels to care. You can have a super fun time going through these stages at high speeds. It's not even funny. Plus, you can make quick work of bosses with this ability. But the best part is when your helper is the wheel ability. You can hop on and ride the wheel. And if you're playing with a friend, player 1 can shoot stars. It's so fun and even rewards you for playing with a friend. Wheel, I hope you never leave. Oh, wait. In my opinion, this is the most overpowered ability in the game. Well, at least one of the most overpowered abilities. I can't decide between this and one other ability. But it's still not my favorite. However, that's not to say that this ability rocks. You can attack people with your super powerful hammer that could do really awesome damage, whether it's just swinging it to the ground or spitting it with it on the ground or in the air. Those attacks are strong enough as it is, but they had to add something extra. Something crazy. The most famous attack is when your hammer magically catches on fire. Weird, I know. And you do a flaming hammer uppercut. This attack does colossal damage to any enemy or boss. It's super cheap, but when it comes to Kirby, who cares? This ability is another example of that having sheer power is always fun, especially when in the happy land of Kirby. Sorry. Without a doubt, the most popular helper in the game and one of the more popular abilities, Fighter is just awesome. You can do punches that fire waves of energy, do awesome karate attacks that are powered up for Kirby standards, and it's just a blast. Plus you can chain combos with this, which is not something many abilities can do. All of this is just epic, and it's so cool. Plus the helper is pretty cool to use too, not only being cool in the game, but also in the anime that not enough people talk about. But you know what, all I have to do is show you gameplay. You know you love it. Link from The Legend of Zelda. I mean, Sword. Yeah, that's it. Sword is one of the more better abilities in this game. You can attack enemies by slashing your sword, and if you have full health, you can shoot a projectile at the same time, referencing another one in Nintendo's beloved series. Bonus points for that. But anyways, this is also an ability you can combo people with, making it even better for more skillful players. Plus, you can really mow down enemies' health with the multi-attacks and the upward stab or ground pound like attack. Plus, you can slash enemies in the air. No minion is safe from Sword. Plus, he's wearing a Link hat. Or a pajama cap, but that's infinitely less cool. You're a ninja, Kirby. Need I say more? Alright, I'll elaborate more. So with Ninja, you possibly have the biggest moveset in the game. You can throw shurikens, you have an awesome ninja knife that causes wave attacks, you can use a sky kick, and you can do teleport and counter attacks, and what's not to love? Sure, you can wall jump, but you can fly as regular Kirby, so you don't really need that, unless you like the speedrun, which is also another thing I love about Ninja. It helps with the speedrunners, which is something that's always a plus in my book. I love Ninja. It makes the game infinitely easier and more fun. Plus, you're a ninja, and that's awesome. I love Cutter. As one of the first abilities ever, it would seem very basic. Well, it is. But you know what? It's easy to use, and I love it. First off, you throw a cutter. That's it. Whether you're in the air or in the ground, you throw a cutter. You can also do a slash attack when dashing, and also do a skydiving cutting attack. So you cut a lot, pretty much. But the most powerful one is a 3-hit combo with an insanely awesome finisher. I used to think this was the coolest thing in Kirby when I was a kid. I loved this ability when I was little, and I guess that's why it's this high. It's because I'm blinded by nostalgia when I think of this ability. I guess I'll always love this ability, and can you blame me? It's simple, it's fun, and it's incredible. I love it, but it's not my favorite. Plasma and Superstar or Superstar Ultra is just awesome. You shoot needles regularly, but you circle around the D-pad to charge up attacks. There are different levels of energy, and the higher the level, the more powerful the shot. Plus, you get a shield when charging an attack. Plus, the helper can fly. Pure awesomeness! But what about the one in Return to Dreamland? They changed the name to Spark, but it's still awesome. You now make a giant shield of electricity when not charged up, and you can still circle the D-pad or now shake the Wiimote to charge up an attack, which makes it a lot easier to charge. But which one's my favorite? Well, they both make you charge up with a shield around you, and the higher the level, the more powerful the shot with a similar powerful shot. Just a little difference with the non-charged attacks. So I'm putting them both on the list. They're almost identical, so there shouldn't be a problem here. These are some of the more overpowered abilities, and I think it's actually the most overpowered ability in Kirby history. And they're definitely the most fun. But what can possibly beat that? Yo-yo. That's what. This may have been obvious. So many people love this ability, and that includes me. Pretty much you use a yo-yo as a weapon, and I guess it's made of iron or something because it's incredibly strong. You have your regular attack that covers great distance and does good damage. You can swing up and down, which covers all ground, and you can also grab enemies and down bosses and swing them into objects that does great damage. You even can do a spin attack that gives you extra speed and can attack multiple enemies at once, which is also great for speedrunning and is something I love in video games. And finally, you can do a spinny up attack thingy, came up with a name of my own by the way, that does monstrous damage and can chain a bunch of attacks. This weapon has it all. Great distance, power, you can combo with it, and I just love Yo-Yo. And I was heartbroken when I found out it wasn't in Return to Dreamland. Why, Nintendo? Why? And that does it for my top 10 favorite Kirby Copy Abilities. What are your favorite abilities? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to like it and subscribe for more top 10s. or 5s, whatever. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next top 10. And stay awesome!